So what we are doing today is finally getting a pair of Crebensis for the tank I've been talking about getting a pair of Crebensis for a while now, which is this tank right here. I rescaped this tank probably about a month to a month and a half ago, and it's just been cycling now. We've got the subulata plants in there. It's been doing great. It's been growing a little bit of algae, but I probably am going to get maybe a few little plecos or something like that for it. But today we are going to get the pair of Crebensis for it, and we're going to try to breed a pair of those guys in here as well. And they're actually relatively easy fish to breed as well. I've bred them in the past before, and just haven't done it in a while. So like I said, that's what we're going to do, and they should do really, really well in that tank as well. Jonathan Rodriguez had the fish picture and last video correct, so shout out to him. This is the fish picture for this video. Be the first one to comment down below the correct name of that fish. If your comments pin, then you'll get a shout out in the next video. However, all the African and peacock cichlids that we got in the last video are doing great. They've been eating and everything. I'm going to feed them in just a few minutes, but you can see the big dragon blood right there. He is definitely the biggest and the most dominant one out of the group. And there's a snow white right over there, 2 OB peacocks, the albino back there, and the little sunshine right there. So they're all doing great. There's the Synodontis catfish right there. I'm gonna get one more of those guys, or maybe 2 more, or something like that. I do have the 3 calico plecos in here as well. You know, the Synodontis, they kind of help out, like clean on the bottom and like pick up waste and stuff like that. But the plecos kind of help as far as like cleaning the algae and stuff like that. So they both have 2 different jobs. Jack Dempsey is all colored up, looking great. The pictures in his cave. Saltwater fish doing great as always. The Royograma, the clownfish. Shrimp's just kind of chilling up there right now. Also, here's something I haven't talked about in a while. The flag tank. Yeah, it's looking great and all. So fish in there, though. I am still thinking I am going to do the African butterfly fish in here, though. Actually, it would make more sense to put a flag fish in here, but I do still think I am going to go with African butterfly fish in here. All these fish are looking great, and we're going to come back and feed all the fish at the end of the video. Just look at all these guys up here ready to be fed right now. Check out the electric blue Jack Dempsey's looking great as always. Pea pupper tank looking good. Beta tank up there looking great. And this tank right here, also the other tank that I rescaped, and trying to figure out what I want to put in here. I've decided what I want to put in here as well, and that is a pair of Lupe cichlids. They are pretty much a type of dwarf cichlid, Lake Tanganyika cichlid, bright yellow. Just think about that bright yellow off the black gravel and the dragonstone and the green and Nubius and Amazon swords. It's gonna look great. So I'm gonna special order those guys today at the pet store, and I should have them by next weekend. But yeah, check out the beta right there. Look at that guy. The Fibrella toe tank is looking great as well. I am going to order 2 of those guys today at the pet store as well, so we should have those next weekend as well. Soon to be soft-shelled turtle tank looking good. You can see the creek chubs just kind of chilling. So that being said, we're going to head on over to the pet store right now and go and pick up the Crebensis for this tank right here. Alright dudes, get some male and females in here. So we're definitely going to get a male and a female, and we're going to be up out of here. Alright dudes, we are back now. We have the 2 Crebensis right here. We got the male and the female. They are looking great. These guys were actually traded in just a few days ago actually. Sometimes when you just get fish that have just came into the pet store like a few days ago, you really don't know about them, like, you know, how good they are and stuff like that. That's why a lot of times I'll actually ask how long the fish has been there. But it's also another reason why I go to, you know, really only one pet store in particular, which is not a chain store, and I just don't really like chain stores, because half the time you walk up in there and you say you want to get some fish and they don't know what the hell you're talking about, honestly. Like, they don't know what they're doing half the time. Hang on, I'm going to gossip some more. I just need to put these guys in here. But anyways, yeah, like, I'm not going to name the actual store or whatever, but I've been to a chain store, let me just say that, before. And I walked back there to get some fish, and I'm like, hey, I need to get this fish right here. And they're like looking around everywhere, like What are you talking about? Like, what kind of fish is this? And that just shows you, like, they don't know what they're doing. Like, if you're gonna have somebody working in the fish department, like, make sure they know what they're doing. Like, or at least someone that's going to be mainly getting the fish of, you know, that shift or whatever. Make sure they know what they're doing. And half the time, their fish are just not as good as something like, you know, a private store or something like that. Something that's not a chain store. Because they just don't take good care of their fish. And that's why I don't like chain stores. Anyways, I kind of got off topic there, but the Carbensis are now acclimating in the tank. We're going to let them acclimate for about 15-20 minutes or so like that. Come back and put them right into the tank, but in the meantime, we're going to feed some fish. This tank's starting to grow a little bit of algae back now, but I think I actually did get the clarity problem under control. I had a clarity problem in here. The water would get like really cloudy easily. And after a few weekly water changes, I think I got it under control now, but got a few pellets right here. I'm going to feed the Jack Dempsey. Watch him go. Look at him. Look at that guy. Just going at it. Got it. Need to get some type of pleco for this tank though, definitely, because it's starting to go back through its algae phase again. But I got some little cichlid pellets right here, and we're going to feed these guys right here for the first time on camera. And I actually fed them just a few this morning, and they actually did eat them, and that was the first time they had eaten. And I got them in just yesterday actually, so let's see what they do though. Oh, going at it. Yep, look at them. They're going at it. These pellets are just a little bit too big, so I'm going to definitely start feeding them something a little bit smaller, but definitely the Dragon Blood can easily eat those. The ones they don't eat, of course, the Cynodontis will come and clean up, but yeah, those guys are definitely eating. So like I said, I am going to start feeding them something just a little bit smaller because I do have some other size pellets. So we're going to feed the saltwater tank and that tank right over there in just a few minutes, and also a few other tanks, but it is now about time to go and put the Carbensis in their new tank. And by the way, no, that was not 15 minutes, just me feeding the Jack Dempsey and the cichlids. I was also doing a few other things, so just wanted you to know that. Alright, I believe we have the male right here. Yep, that is definitely the male. And the female. There she is. So there's the female right there, and just wait till these fish actually start getting really used to the tank and start getting really colored up. These actually really pretty fish. They got purple, yellow, a little bit of green and blue, all types of colors on them, and the male's kind of chilling back there. You can see one of his blue fins actually on the bottom back there. So I'm gonna let them kind of chill out in here for a few minutes, and we're gonna go feed some other fish right now. Not really sure if you guys have ever seen Chungus eat pellets, but that's what I'm gonna feed him today. I've actually fed it to him several times before. He loves them, but just gotta feed him enough because this fish can really eat. And watch him. He'll go and get all those pellets, actually. He actually really does like these pellets. It's the Hikari cichlid pellets, actually the mini version. I like feeding the mini version just so they can eat, you know, a good bit of them. But yeah, just kind of switch it up every once in a while. I do feed him the Hikari cichlid pellets, but for the most part, I do feed him like stuff like shrimp and blowworms and stuff like that. But yeah, he does like the pellets too. I'm actually gonna give a little bit of some of these little tiny pellets to the beta and the neons up here, and watch these guys go after them. Look at them. Going at it. They actually really do like these as well, and today I'm actually kind of going around and just feeding the tanks some pellets, at least the tanks that will eat them. Look at those guys. They definitely do not mind eating pellets, that's for sure. This is for sure the first time you guys have seen me feed the saltwater fish some pellets, and they will eat them. Just watch this. This might kind of surprise a few of you that these clownfish are eating pellets, but they will certainly eat them. Believe me, that is not too much at all. Look at them. Just go around and just kind of vacuuming it up off the surface of the water. And what they don't eat, it either gets sucked back up in the filter back there, or it floats down to the bottom, and the hermit crabs kind of come out and get them, and of course the shrimp as well. You can see them kind of chilling back there right now. But yeah, as you can see, they've gotten just about most of those pellets actually. Now watch these guys attack the pellets. Watch how many of these little bitty extra small pellets I put in here, and they will easily eat them all. Just watch this. Look at these guys go. That is wild. Gonna put some more in here for them. Just look at them go. And that is nothing. They will have that all eaten within about 20 or 30 seconds. And of course you have to give a little bit of extra for, you know, the plecos and the eel and the glow rainbow shark. And there's the glow rainbow shark right there. But yeah, as you can see, that tank can really eat a lot of food. So I actually waited about an hour to come back out here and check on the Carbensis. I actually don't see them right now. Probably back here in this corner hiding. Yep, that's where they're at back there. There's one of them right there. And there's the other one right over there. So they're kind of hiding. They're pretty skittish fish at first usually. But once they get used to the tank, they're usually out here in the front and very active fish. And always, you know, wanting attention. So I will certainly give you guys an update on those fish in the next video when they should be out here in the front and, you know, swimming around and eating. But that is pretty much it for now. Like I said, we do have our Carbensis now that we are going to try to breed in that tank right over there. And also for the Dragonstone tank, the other tank that already escaped, I did go ahead and order those other fish that I said I was going to order today, the La Lupe cichlids. So I should get those guys next weekend, and also the 2 Firebelly toads. Be sure to drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And with that being said, you guys, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.